Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got something a little different for you guys today. We're going to be going over a few items of gear. Now, full disclaimer, these waders and these boots, I bought these 2 years ago with my own money, and I've used them for 2 fishing seasons now. You guys know, watch my videos, I put my gear through hell. So, honestly, I can say that these waders and these boots are definitely a very good value for the money. The brand that we're talking about today is 8Fans. 8Fans is relatively a small company, and they have a lot of different fishing, hunting, and recreational clothing. The thing I like about 8Fans is the value for the money. Now, that being said, waders, boots, around 200 bucks, maybe less. They always have deals on. I walked hundreds of kilometers in these waders and these boots. I fish little brooks, I fish lakes and salmon rivers, and this gear's held up. This is going on the 3rd season now, so I was always a really big fan of the company, and 8Fans reached out and they wanted to team up. At the time, I was looking for something to upgrade my raincoat. I always like taking a raincoat with me. You guys see me in it, that green raincoat. I'm in the rain, wind, snow. The only problem with that coat is storage, so I was looking to upgrade my coat. Second, when I'm fishing the salmon rivers, we're dealing with a type of terrain that are big, heavy, slick rocks. Now, I want to upgrade my boots also. Initially, when I bought these myself a couple years ago, I went with the rubber bottom soles, and I went with them because I do a lot of hiking. So we could walk for half an hour, 45 minutes through the brush. We could be climbing up steep embankments and stuff like that. So I figured the rubber was going to hold up better than the felt through that type of terrain. And they have worked out really well. The downside of the rubber sole, slippery rocks. So when you are standing on big slippery rocks, the felt is going to give you a better grip. So 8Fans graciously sent me a new coat and a new pair of boots to try out. This isn't a review video. This is my initial thoughts. And at the end of this fishing season, I will give you my full long-term review on these products. I can vouch for these. I've wore these for 2 years straight. They've held up great, and I really like these products. So we'll dive in and we'll open up the package, and we'll get our first look at the boots and the jacket. Here we have our boots. Here we have our jacket. So these are the felt bottom wading boots, and at first glance they pretty much look like the ones that I ordered 2 years ago with the rubber soles. As you can see, this got a nice thick bottom, and I really think that's going to help with the rocks. So as you can see, guys, the rubber sole has really held up great. These wading boots were a very good value. I think I paid under $100 for wading boots, and to get 2 years out of them, laces held up great, the soles held up great. I think it's just an extremely good value for the money. One thing I do like to point out, guys, is they come with the toe cap, and that might not seem like much, but the toe cap really does protect your boots. And they also have the speed eyes on the top, so you just pull and tighten them up, and everything's held up great. So I'm going to fish with these for the rest of the season, and at the end of the season I'm going to do a full review video, and we're going to see how well they hold up. So that's enough about the boots. Let's move on to the coat. Okay guys, first thoughts. This coat feels very sturdy. It doesn't feel thin or flimsy, but it feels like a nice, warm, heavy coat. So I'd definitely be using this on early season fishing, late season fishing, rainy, windy days, or even on the four-wheeler, guys. So I'll put it on. Feels good. The arms feel good. It feels like a solid coat. We'll zip it up here. One thing that I really like is this high collar. This collar wraps all the way around your neck, and it feels really snug. So I really like that feature. And it's lined, it's felt, so it feels really nice on the neck too. Definitely really good for the wind. So my first thoughts is, so far so good. I really like this coat. Let's dive into the features and check it out. Okay guys, so some of the features that come with this coat is it's double layered. So it's gonna be really warm and it's gonna keep you really dry. Another great feature for that price point is definitely the taped zipper seams. All the zippers and seams on this coat have the waterproof tape, and that's going to keep out the moisture. And I can vouch for the waders. They have a taped zipper seam as well, and so far that pocket has not let me down. And I keep my fishing license and I keep my phone in that pocket, so it's definitely dependable. And of course guys, any fishing jacket isn't complete without a hood. For me, a hood is a must, and it comes with a drawstring so you can tighten that down if you need be. And as well, like I pointed out before, the collar wraps right around under that hood. That's a really good way to stay warm, and I'm looking forward to that. We've got tons of storage in this coat, and that's something that I needed on my upgrade. My raincoat lasted and it was good, it kept me dry and warm, but it only had 2 pockets. So as you can tell, this coat, I think this coat in total has 9 pockets, and they're all really deep pockets. Definitely every pocket on this coat is usable. One thing I do like is the extra wide Velcro, so that's a nice touch, and then it's good to see that. So these 2 front pockets both have side pockets. Of course they're taped. We got another deep pocket up here. Really deep pockets, guys. I'm probably going to keep my phone in one of these, and I'll probably keep a couple fly boxes in those. As well as we got one on the arm, fully taped, and keep some stuff in there. We'll take a look at my favorite pocket on this coat, and that's going to be the back pocket. So you got a nice extra wide back pocket there, which will definitely come in handy. One little quick thing, I like this Velcro fly thing. If you guys are like me, I switch between flies sometimes every 3rd cast, and I have my go-to. So I keep my go-tos on here, so I'm not digging in for my fly box again. And that's just going to stick right on there. So that's a pretty nice feature to have. Another thing this coat comes with are these retractable D-rings. You can attach your nippers or your forceps on those, but also it gives you an option to use the D-ring. I'll probably use this option for my gear. I'll clip that on there like that, and I have my retractable there. So, but it's good that they give you an option. Also, this coat has a neoprene cuff, which is really nice because that keeps you dry and warm, and an extra wide Velcro. Man, one thing I like about this coat is they didn't skimp on the Velcro. Sometimes you get the Velcro on products, and you know, within a couple of weeks the Velcro is all ruined and gone. And a nice little touch is this little cuff. So the cuffs are actually one piece, and you slide and you put your hand in here. I'll demonstrate that now for you. So as you can see, guys, you can wear it like a normal cuff. If the wind is pounding on you and it's driving the rain, because that usually happens, you'll drive it up your sleeves. You can stick your hand in there, and that's going to give you another nice tight seal. And it's actually really comfortable, guys. Also, guys, the coat comes with this little waterproof bag with a lanyard. I guess it's designed for putting your cell phone in or your keys. Me personally, I'm going to use it to keep my fishing licenses in. I got to carry 2 fishing licenses, one for salmon, one for trout. And I'm going to keep it in this bag, and I'll keep that watertight, and I'll keep it on my gear at all times. Okay guys, so initial thoughts. I really digging this coat. I think it's going to be perfect. I'll have a long-term review video at the end of the fishing season, and I'm sure you guys are going to see this in lots of videos. I always take a raincoat with me. I always take a coat just in case. When you're down in the valley, the weather can turn pretty quickly, so we'll see how this performs over the season. Secondly, the felt bottom wading boots. I'm really looking forward to giving these a try down on the salmon rivers, and I hope it's going to give me an improvement over my rubber sole. I'm still going to use those for when we're bushwhacking or if we're on the hunt for new fishing spots. But for the big rivers, I'm going to stick to the felt, and we're going to see how these perform. This will be a long-term review video on these as well at the end of the fishing season, and hopefully we get a salmon, and these boots will be on my feet. So listen, guys, 8 fans. For the money, I think you can't beat them. You're not going to be walking through the stuff I'm walking through with $1,000 pair of waders. So that's it, guys. That's my thoughts. and I'm really looking forward to it. And thanks for tuning in, guys. I know it was a little different bit of a video there for you, but just something I want to do, something I'm happy to be part of, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.